An additional feature of IMathAS is the forum capability. So I can add a forum just like I would add an assessment. So maybe I'll put a forum in this folder right here. So enter forum name. Maybe I'll just type Module 2 forum. And I'll show it always. And you have some options. I'll let you look through these options. None of them are super important. Now I'm going to create the forum. So now in the Forums tab, you'll notice that this Module 2 forum shows up. So as an instructor, I can add posts, but also students can add posts to the forum. So maybe I want to add a thread. Maybe I'll title it Constant Rate of Change. And then you can post a forum question. And there's a native rich text editor built into this, which is really nice. So what that means is you have options to bold, italic, do a lot of different things, kind of like you would expect from maybe like a Word document. You can insert an image. You can add a table to it. You can actually add math and graphs to it. So maybe I won't post a real question, but I'll show some of the capabilities of this. So this is a question regarding, is it true that, now maybe I want to add some math, and this is a really nice feature that you don't usually get through email. So you can start math by typing the character that's under the tilde right below your escape button. I don't know the name of the button, but if you type that button, which is this button right here, you'll get a red box that pops up. And in this box, you can type math into it. And you have to know the syntax of it all, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to use. So if I type delta x divided by delta y equals 5. And then if you tab out of, or if you scroll out of this red box, it'll render the math into what you'd expect it to look like. So I just deleted it, but I'll type it again. So delta x divided by delta y equals 5. Now if I go down, I can post this thread. If I open the thread, it has the question in there, and you'll notice that the math actually renders very nicely once you make your post. Now if somebody's reading this, they can reply to this post by hitting the reply button over here, and it'll fill in the subject line for you, and you can just type your message into this, replying to the original thread. So you can say something like, no, actually delta y over delta x equals 5. Now you can post that reply, and it'll post right here. This is a nice capability if you want your students to ask questions in the forums rather than emails. So that way, if you answer a question once and another student asks it, you can direct them to the forum, or you can have students answer other students' questions. Various capabilities with this. One of the things I really like about it is the ability to enter math into this. So when you respond to a student's question, you can put very precise mathematical notation into it. Now, one last thing with the forums. If you go to our assessment, maybe I'll just look at this Module 2 Investigation 1 homework. If you go to the settings and scroll down, there's a Show Ask Question links. So if you check this bottom one, show post this question to forums links to forum, and then you can select the forum you want to post it to. So I'm going to select Module 2 forum. Now I'm going to save this assessment. I'm going to open it up. So all I did was make a little settings change in this first assessment. So now we're going to imagine that I'm a student right now. I'm going to open up a question. We'll say this one. Maybe I don't know how to do it and I want to ask my instructor. So instead of emailing it, I can post this question to the forum. So if I press this link, it'll create the subject of the thread post for me. It'll put the question below it, and I can ask my question up above. So, and then I don't know, whatever your students ask. So how do I do this? And then when they hit post thread, it'll start a new thread in the forum. So if you click on that, you'll notice that it puts the actual image of the question, and then it puts the student's question above it. So this is a nice capability. If students have questions on the assessment, they can post it directly to the forum, and it'll put in the images and the text and everything with it.